Rock 'em.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 18th, 2012. We have just a few trades that we took this morning in the live trading room. Unfortunately, we didn't have a ton of trades. We are on the NQ. I made a mistake, and I got into a trade when I shouldn't have. I got out as soon as I realized it, so we're down 3 ticks on the NQ. On crude oil, I'm back. I'm down 3 ticks. Let me just show you the DOMs. I'm down 3 ticks on the NQ. I'm down 3 ticks on the crude oil. And I'm up 9 ticks on gold. That's where things stand. I took an ES trade I got to break even on. I took a YM trade I got to break even on. And that's pretty much it. Let me go through everything that happened. I mean, Dwayne just described to everyone how we've been in this range all morning, and really, it's been a 5.25 point, 5.5 point range from the open. We just got to trade what we can. Most of the action was not in the ES or the YM, though the YM had a couple of opportunities. The action was just not there. The action was in the gold and crude oil markets. There were quite a few trades available there. All right, but we watched the ES and the YM nevertheless. Right after the open, we had a bearish cross and pull back up and tested the BBC. I had missed this trade, but it did go 1.5 points. If I had taken it, I would have gotten a break even on it because I would have moved my stop up to break even at 1.5 points. Well, at a point actually, and it would have taken me out right here. It moved around, and right at the end of the morning session, I actually entered into a trade right here. All right, on this pullback down to the BBC right here, I had entered into a trade. I got long, but I took it off. Once it had started to go in my direction, I moved my stop up to break even quickly because I had to leave. It stopped me out at break even, as you can see. And that was it. I mean, guys, if you look at this, this is the Globex, and this is our first 2 hours. Same thing yesterday. This is the Globex, and this is our first 3 hours actually right here. Since Friday was similar. I won't go there, but Friday was similar. All right. On the YM, I didn't take any trades on the YM this morning. But here were the opportunities. Right here, it pulled back down, tested the BBC for a move up after a bullish cross. All right. I didn't take this trade because we had a lower pivot right here, a lower high. So I wanted to see it get above that before I took another trade. I attempted to on the way up here, but I didn't because of the same thing. It would have had to have filled me on that bar. And this one would have had to have filled me on this bar. And neither one did. I did take a trade. Did I take a trade here? I didn't take this trade because I wanted to see it get up above this level. I wanted to see closes up above this level. This trade worked out fine. I did take this trade. Again, I took that trade by accident. I ended up taking a break even on it. So I got in right here, and I got out right there. Again, the reason was because I had a lower high pivot. All right. It ended up moving up anyway. I didn't take this trade over here. That was at the end of the morning session, and that was it. That was all there was on the YM 500 contract today. There was just no opportunity that was clean enough for me to want to take a trade. The NQ, I did take a trade on the NQ. There were a couple of trades that I actually took. I took this one. This was the mistake that I had made. We had a bullish cross. It pulled back down, tested the BBC, and gave an up close. But by the time it closed up, the cycle was going down too much on me. It ended up working out anyway to some degree. But once I realized that the cycle was moving down, I just got out of the trade with a -3 tick loss. It dropped through. It went up a little bit, gave about a point profit, and then came back down, went sideways a little bit, gave a bullish cross, tested the BBC, up close. I did take that trade. Once it got up above the MA1, I had moved my stop to break even, and I was anticipating that it would at least get up to this level right here. It got up a couple of points here. It took me out of break even first, though. So that's where I ended the morning session with the NQ. Let's see, there were one or two other opportunities. We had a bullish cross in here, pull back down Almost tested the BBC there, not quite. This one did actually hit the BBC, but by the time we got the up close, I didn't like the way the cycle was looking, so that worked out anyway. There was another opportunity right here that I just missed. This one had a bullish, I tested the BBC with an up close, and it had bullish divergence right there. Okay. Now, I wasn't really looking for the momentum trades this morning. There were probably one or two. I'm just looking for them right now. There were probably one or two this morning that had happened, but we didn't have much momentum at all. There was one momentum trade right here. Let's see, right here, and right over here. If anybody's got any questions, just type them in, and I'll answer them in just a moment here. Yeah, not a lot of momentum trades. There was another one right over here. So those of you guys that are looking at these momentum trades, there were just not that many this morning, but there were a couple, and except for this one, they were winning. There was one right here as well. Right there, that one didn't work at all. Yep, that's it. That's it for the momentum trades. And that was it on the NQ. You know, I didn't take any more trades than that, and that's where we ended the morning there. Now let me grab my my crude oil chart. All right, crude oil gave a bunch of opportunity this morning. Unfortunately, I missed most of it. I did take a few trades. All right. Now, what you guys should take away from this recording, darn it. Well, what you should take away from this recording is that all 4 tick range trades, no matter what the market is, all use the same exact indicators and the same setup. Okay. Yeah, the other thing that I wanted to mention to you was, if you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. I usually say that right away. With the free trial, you get 5 days in the live trading room, 2 hours per day, 5 business days in live trading room, 2 hours per day. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we'll go with that for right now. Here on the crude oil, bearish cross, same exact setup, okay? Bearish cross, pull back up, tested the BBC, close in the direction of the cross, so down close, and bearish divergence. So there was a nice opportunity right there. Over here it moved up, bullish cross, tested the BBC, up close, nice opportunity right there. It did it again right here, and of course I took this one and it stopped me out. Then it had this was a bullish cross up here, so I was looking for the long trade. I went long. I'm looking at this. Oh, okay, right there I had a Dragonfly Doji. That's where I went long. Oh no, there was the blue one right there. Okay, that's where I went long. And it stopped me out anyway. The next one we had a bearish cross, pull up to the BBC, and a down close right there. I took that one, and that stopped me out. And then it moved up over here. There was a bullish cross. I didn't take this. I didn't even outline it. The cycle's headed down pretty much right here. It worked out anyway, but I wasn't looking for it there. I did take this one. We had a bearish cross, pull back and tested the BBC with a down close. Once it had given me, I think it had given 6 or 8 ticks profit, I had moved my stop to break even. Once it closed under the MA1, it should stay under the MA1 if it's going to have a run, like this one over here. You know, if it's going to run, it should stay on that side of the MA1. Okay, once it gets there. And so I moved my stop up to break even, and it stopped me out at break even, and then went. Actually, it went in the opposite direction. I was short over here, and it went right through up there. Let's see. We had over here a bearish cross, tested the BBC with a down close in here with nice bearish divergence. I missed that one. Over here we had, again, bearish divergence with a down close. I took that one and it stopped me out. I missed these two on the other side. That both worked out well. Again, you see here it closed on the other side of the MA1 and it just moved up. That's why if I would have moved my stop here and just, left my target open or even had a 16 ticks target on it or whatever, then it would have gotten me up here. Okay. Over here we had a bearish cross pull back up, tested the BBC with a down close. I took that one. That was toward the end of the morning session. I took that one and I had actually a couple contracts on it. That's what got me near break even. And since then you can see, let's see. I'm just looking. There haven't been that many opportunities. There's a long right here, a long opportunity with bullish divergence and tested the BBC. Over here, were we able to get into this? The divergence was there, but it's not the kind of divergence that I like to see. There was no divergence right here after the bearish cross in this test right here. So that's pretty much it on the morning session for the crude oil. All right, now the gold and the Russell 2000 are the only ones that I have left to do. So let me throw the Russell up because that one was didn't have that many trades, but it did have I had some opportunity. All right, right at the open, the Russell came back up, tested the BBC, and had a down close with the bearish divergence down here. Okay, right there. Then it gave a bullish cross, came back, tested the BBC, this time with bullish divergence. You see it right there. All right, if you got into that one, great. If not, you had another opportunity right here. The same type of divergence, same test of the BBC, all that stuff. I don't know why that many wouldn't work. Emini. Anyway, we'll discuss that in a minute. Gave the upload and gave the up close, and it moved up, and it moved up right there. Okay. The next opportunity was right over here. We had a bearish cross, tested the BBC, and a down close. That one didn't go anywhere, but it had the bearish divergence. We had a bullish cross, tested the BBC with an up close. That one did. All right, I don't know why. Yeah, okay, that one did. So if you look at this, the Russell 2000, you see that we're doing the same exact stuff. The same exact things. All right. Again, there was just one right over here a few minutes ago. We had the bearish cross, tested the BBC. There was one right here, but that's probably not enough divergence to really want to get in the trade. This one right over here looks a little bit better. Okay. I don't know if the folks that we have that like to trade the Russell, I don't know if they actually got into all that, but there it was. That was the Russell. Okay, so there was opportunity in the Russell this morning, opportunity in crude oil, a little bit in the NQ, nothing in the ES, nothing in the YM, and the gold had opportunity as well. Let me bring up my gold chart, and we'll go over that one. And also we rolled this morning on the crude oil. We rolled to the next contract. No longer trading V. We're on X now. Okay. All right. In gold, we took a few trades this morning in gold, but gold had some really nice opportunity. All right. We had a bearish cross, tested the BBC with a down close, bearish divergence. It dropped way down. Had a bullish cross, tested the BBC with an up close, and look at that move right there in the gold. This move right here was $1,000 contract, and it took about, I don't know, 5 minutes. Let's see, over here, I took this trade. We had a bullish cross, tested the BBC with an up close. The divergence was going away on this, but apparently I hadn't noticed that. When it got on the other side of the MA1, I moved my stop to break even, and it took me out of break even over there. Right here, we had a bearish cross that tested the BBC with a down close. We didn't really have much divergence down there, though. All right. Let's see. Over here, I didn't get long in this one because when it actually tested the BBC, it went right through it. So I didn't get long here or here because it didn't actually hit it. It reversed over here, tested the BBC and gave a down close. I did take that one, got short there and took some profit. Over here, it went long. This one didn't go anywhere. It had the bullish divergence and everything, but it didn't move, unfortunately. Down here, it gave a cross, tested the BBC with a down close. That one gave some opportunity. And over here, it tested the BBC in an up close. That's where we stopped on the morning, guys, but you can see since then it's given a bunch more opportunity. Gold and crude oil. Crude oil more because of the stuff that's going on over in the Straits of Hormuz. I think more than anything else is going to be jumpy, and gold is going to be jumpy just because of the all the stuff the Fed just did. So I think that that's what's really going to push these markets around. Gold and crude should be pretty tradable markets, for the foreseeable future anyway. Whereas the ES and the YM, I don't know what's going on with them. Well, the ES particularly, it's just in such a tight range, it's tough to do anything. All right, if anybody has any questions, then just let me know, and you can email us at support@cfrn.net. All right, if you're on your free trial and your free trial is about to end, then you should have something in your inbox with an offer from us letting you know what it takes to become a partner. If you don't and you're interested, type in here that you're interested, or just send an email to support@cfrn.net. All right, with that, I'm going to wrap up the recap.